youth runner here with Pacific League champion Charlotte Hopkins from Arcadia, 17:39.9. Great battle with two-time champion Reena Hsieh. That means 3 in a row individually for the Apaches. Obviously a great team battle as well with you ladies in Crescenta Valley, both asserting yourself. Everybody's talking about Corona Santiago and Trabuco Hills. There are more teams than that in Division I, ladies and gentlemen, and obviously a big reason why is any time a group has a 1-2 punch like Charlotte Hopkins and Reena Hsieh always puts them in great conversation, not only for the section level but the state level. Charlotte, obviously, when you were in the Rio Honda League in a different division last year, you were 5th in the league final, 19th of the section, 28th of the state, and you told me like you had a feeling right away when you came and joined the Apaches program, like that it was just gonna, the whole opportunity of being in Division I and having this level of competition and being surrounded by the coaches and the teammates that you were was gonna elevate you. This is certainly another remarkable example, but I mean, just to see the amount of growth, the amount of development, the amount of improvement, because for whatever you do during the regular season, you're a very intelligent woman. It's amplified even more, come league finals and section prelims, section finals, and state. Like, to be able to see that amount of growth in 1 year, and now to forever call yourself a Pacific League champion as only a junior, how special is that?
Oh, it's totally surreal. I think it feels like a 180 from last year, and just being able to enjoy that with my teammates, especially at league finals, having my teammates like right there with me was really important, and it was a really good feeling for sure. I think moving forward, I'm just really excited to see where the season goes, and I think definitely having such a great race this last Thursday for the team as a whole just is really encouraging for the rest of the season and for each person on the team. So, yeah. So
October 17th at Crescenta Valley Park in Caitlin and Amelia's backyard, and I mean Amelia Greenway, not your Amelia.
Yeah.
Obviously, that was their moment at the cluster meet. Obviously, I think it's always meaningful and profound anytime a championship is at Arcadia County Park. Not only because, even the freshmen and the sophomores and the JV athletes that might not be having an opportunity to race in the postseason know that they're probably going to get a really good quality chance to set a 3-mile PR for the year. But just how, as a woman that's been to Lacey Park and Hamungno Watershed Park in addition to all the big invitationals, what was that environment racing at Lacey? Just kind of having that that support and that energy from the home group that where Crescenta Valley always feels like they're coming into a true road environment, and obviously it's the comforts of home because you ladies can literally do your pre-meet and your cool down coming from the high school up to the park. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, definitely having the race at league finals, I mean at Arcadia Park was really great. I think Arcadia Park is just a great place to race in general. I think usually fast times come from that park, so I think in comparison to Lacey, it was a different feeling for sure, racing people at Arcadia Park. I haven't raced there since youth cross country, so I mean, definitely getting that opportunity was really important. It felt like kind of like Woodbridge, a very fast grass course, so that I think that was really helpful. I haven't really run on any flat courses this year, so that was kind of a fun experience.
I think you deserve that, Charlotte Hopkins.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've done enough strength work in so many different venues. But in comparison from October 17th to November 7th, I mean, not only you feeling, stronger, more confident, obviously just more in sync with the training, with the coaching staff and your teammates. Obviously, brilliant performance at Clovis, exceptional performance at Mount Sac and whatnot. Like, just to be able, and obviously, you can only control being the best version of Charlotte Hopkins. Reena's already a 2-time champion, and she's feeling better at this time. Nothing but respect, obviously, between Caitlin and Amelia, and you and Reena and whatnot. Like, just to have 4 women of that caliber like all up front, and especially the fact that you were going to get another opportunity to race against Caitlin and Amelia when they had their day on October 17th, but November 7th was going to be your day and Reena's day. Like to be able to have that as kind of the dress rehearsal for what you know you're going to experience and the quality of the competition you're going to face in the postseason. How good was that for you and the group?
I mean, the Pacific League is definitely really competitive. So having just a ton of fast girls in that league, really, I think is very motivating, because I think it allows each person to kind of push themselves and know, this is my competition. They're all really incredibly fast and talented, and I think that's it's reassuring, because I think just who you're going to be up against at CIF, and definitely Amelia and Caitlin are two like tough competitors, so it's not going to be easy. Absolutely.
In terms of the group as a whole, meaning your Arcadia Apaches group, with you and Reena, with Amelia, with Mina, with Camila and the rest of the lineup. I mean, obviously, it's just such a razor thin margin, with a group as quality as yours and a group as quality as Crescenta Valley. I mean, big picture, is that only going to create more inspiration, more motivation, more drive for the group to be like, hey, they might have got us by the thinnest of margin in a more condensed field and compressed field, but like you and I communicated after the race, like I think that and I communicated the same to Reena as well, that I think that if the two of you can edge yourself in front of Caitlin Kenny and Amelia Greenway in a section final or a state final, like that's going to play even more favor in a larger race where the points are so valuable, at a section or state level. But obviously the story is not complete. It never is until the end of November when it comes to Arcadia and Crescenta Valley. Like is this just a good extra layer? I mean, obviously you want to be the best version of yourself, and and so does everybody on your team. But the fact that it's like, hey, we're gonna have hopefully two more opportunities on November 23rd and November 30th to race against Crescenta Valley again.
Oh yeah, totally. I think having people like Reena and Amelia and everybody else on the team who pushes each other in the way that we do, I think it's really important, and it's really motivating, and I'm very excited to see how we do as a team, because I think that is going to be probably something new this year, maybe. Mm-hmm. I think people are in really good shape this year, and I think that's just really exciting. I don't know. Yeah.
As I shared a moment ago, I mean, obviously everybody at the section level is focused on Santiago and Trabuco Hills and Santiago. But obviously 7 teams from Southern Section Division 1, go to the state meet. And I mean, obviously then when we get to the state meet, you'll throw Buchanan in that mix, and Del Norte in that mix or whatever. But it's like, I really believe that, your Arcadia group and Crescenta Valley's group are both among the top 10 teams in the entire state. This is obviously why you wanted to be part of this opportunity. Not to say that there weren't meaningful opportunities, in the Rio Honda League in Division 4, but just knowing that you've had that kind of impact, and knowing that the group has this kind of potential, how encouraging is it? How exciting is it? How much optimism does it create? Where it's not just like about one person getting ready to participate in the postseason. Like the fact that you have an opportunity to be a top 5 team overall in Division 1 come November 30th, which makes you a top 10 team overall in the state of California. Like, just what does that do for your competitive spirit?
It does a lot. I think I feel very optimistic about the future of our team. I think definitely coming off of track season last year, I think everybody had, for the most part, very good races. And so I think that was really motivating and is going to set us up well to compete at CIF and just throughout this cross-country season. And, I mean, hopefully the rest of the team is excited. I think they are. I think this is going to be a very good season for the team. And just, yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be really great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
The fact that there's been because of the October start, less volume. I mean, obviously training still very significant and meaningful, but in terms of race volume, can you assess, just how you feel like mentally, emotionally, physically that you are, getting ready for a section prelims this time around, and especially knowing that you're not going to be racing a section prelims on a full Mount Sac course. Like, I mean, obviously it's, looking forward to 2 opportunities on just switchbacks and reservoir, and not minimizing those in the least, but like you and I talked about it in Mount Sac, it just creates a different mindset when you know that you get to the airstrip and the gauntlet and it's 300 meters on the track, and you handled it so brilliantly, at the Invitational to finish third behind Katja Dunievich and Megan Crum in that individual sweepstakes at Mount Sac. But just, you in general, because at the end of the day, you can only control being the best version of Charlotte Hopkins. How would you feel like, or assess, just where that mind, that body, that soul, that spirit is now, with maybe a few less races than it's been in previous years?
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely at the beginning of the season, I was really eager to race.
It's hard to be patient.
Yeah, I felt like over the summer, I was really having a great time with my training, just really enjoying it and being present. And I think that was really motivating and exciting in terms of like racing. I think it allowed me to kind of have a new perspective on racing and kind of being like, oh, I'm really ready for this, and I'm really excited to just jump right into the season. I mean, unfortunately, it was a little bit delayed, but I think maybe that isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, I missed Woodbridge, but I think it's okay.
Yeah.
I have next year too, which is.
But you also showed
great.
us how brilliant you could be on a flat 3-mile course at Arcadia County Park and running 17:39.9. So nobody was doubting that you were going to be fit and ready to go. And like I said, you've answered every challenge so far. I mean, to win at Clovis, top 3 at Mount Sac, top 3 in the league cluster meet, win the league championship. So I look at that now in terms of the next challenge. Again, like, as much as people are talking about Arcadia County Park and everything that's happened so far, but also looking ahead to Santiago and Trabuco Hills, like the fact that you get to measure yourself against those women, but also against Megan Crum and Phoebe Bennon and so many of the returning women in Division One. Like, just how exciting is that challenge for you to be able to kind of all the people that you've maybe seen in little components, like that you now get ready to see them overall.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think definitely Division One is really, really competitive, and so being able to compete against girls who I've watched in the past just destroy competition and stuff, and who are just just fantastic runners, I think it's going to be really exciting because I know what my competition is like, and they're obviously really incredible. The teams are really great, and I think even though Division One is quite challenging, I think it's just really just great to be around fast runners. I think the energy is just really just, I don't know, just kind of enjoyable to be around. Yeah. Awesome.
Well, I know it's a welcome challenge for you and the group. Obviously, I know it's why you're here and surrounded by such amazing coaches and teammates. Wish you and the group great health, obviously, in the section prelims, section finals, and obviously all the way to a return trip to Woodward Park on November 30th of the state championship. Pacific League winner, Charlotte Hopkins, 3 in a row individually now for Arcadia, along with Reena Hsieh. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.